One of the quickest and easiest ways that I leverage ArcGIS Online and other geospatial tools to promote spatial analysis is to just take advantage of the layering capabilities. This map in front of you is an example of using layers to better understand why New Orleans was important and to model how we've used the layering technique to create classroom activities and support materials for a class lecture. So this is a map that we made with about 6 or 7 layers in ArcGIS, and when it came to saving it, we saved it as a web application. And when you save it as a web application, this is the way that it will be set up. Up here at the top you have your zoom tools. Then you can also see all the different features that we've allowed to be available in this map. Right now we just want to talk about the layers of the Louisiana Purchase. So the first layer was that Jefferson wanted New Orleans. Why New Orleans? And you can ask the students that. Why, looking at this map, is New Orleans important? What is important about its relative location? And the students will give you some explanations and responses, such as it's near the Gulf of Mexico, it controls the water of the Mississippi River, and that's awesome when they get to that. You can say, that's right, the Mississippi River. So then you reveal the layer over here on the right of the Mississippi River. And you could say that is the mighty Mississippi. So those of you that said the Mississippi River, you are right. Now some students might say the Mississippi River drainage system, or that's where you can reveal it and say, you know, it was more than just the Mississippi River. It was all the other major waters and the tributaries that flow into the Mississippi River. Now let's look at the Mississippi River system and the rivers that flow with it. And now you could say, now look at all the major waterways that New Orleans controls the flow of that water and the allowing of shipping in and out of there. Then you could say, how much land do you think, or how many states do you think have any land that intersects one of these rivers? And you'll get some different answers. And you say, well, why don't we give a look at it? And then you say, here are all the U.S. states that have land that is drained into the Mississippi River. And from that point, you could say, now, why was New Orleans strategic? And you could ask the students to free response, do a pre-response and a post-response, and you'll get to students to be able to see the connections between the city, the waterway, the waterways, and then the land that's drained by it, and realize why New Orleans was so important. And then you could say, you know what? Jefferson told them they could spend $10 million to buy New Orleans and the west edge of the Gulf Coast in Florida. And Napoleon came back and said, we'll give you this for $15 million. And you can see that now you layer over the Louisiana Purchase, and you can even see the extent of the boundaries based on the earlier claims that the French had made. And this is one way that you can really leverage spatial analysis in a really quick and easy way using the power of layers.